Hello, everybody. No, that voice is awful.
That's the one I use every intro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Netflix Explorers Podcast, the podcast that dives deep into Netflix so you don't have to, like the floss going between your teeth to get out the gingivitis. I'm Adam.
And I'm using podcast equality. My name's Dale.
My name's Patrick, and I'm just about done losing weight and getting ready to get loose.
Hey everybody, Steve here, and I'm podcasting like it's 1999.
Today's episode, we're going over Taken, Episode 1, The Gift, A Serious Man. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today?
That's fantastic.
Awesome.
Great job on the intro, Adam. You know,
Thank you. Feels good to drive.
Golf clap.
I feel in control.
You got it, man.
So
Dale,
hungry.
thanks for being here.
Hey, it's... Well, we'll let that the people clapping in the live feed go out. No, it's good to be here, man. Thanks for driving. My mind's a little frazzled today.
You're going to Nashville tonight.
Going to Nashville, riding out right after the cast. So I got to save my energy for the drive. 6.5 hours or so, maybe less, depending on if I hammer down.
A lot of time to listen to podcasts also.
A lot of time to listen to the Netflix Explorers Podcast. 1890studios.com, everybody.
And also on the mic today, we have Papa Steve.
Hey everybody, Steve here. Thanks for inviting me back, guys. I really appreciate it.
What's going on, Pops?
Man,
Back again.
loving it.
Is this episode 2 or 3 for you this year?
Number 2.
2?
Okay,
That's
okay.
it? I thought it was 3.
When you think of me, you think
Well,
of
you-
number 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy.
You need 5 to qualify for
To get on the polls.
the polls for the
Apparently.
year-end this year. Yeah,
Rob.
we're
Rob.
we're tightening it up. We're trying to get all the scum out of here. So
Yep.
Yeah, weed out the suckers.
The riffraff.
The riffraff. Patrick, welcome to the podcast, dude.
hello, Dale.
So
He's on the floor in the prone
we
position.
dive deep into Netflix. You don't have to. Patrick is just diving deep into his core to just shrinkify himself. Patrick, you're down epic amounts of weight. People on the live feed are looking at you. There's ladies swooning like you're on a sailor leaving for war. They're waving.
Yeah,
from
I
the
know.
dock.
I've been getting a lot of crap from Val about it. This is so bad for me. Yeah.
So you're at a weight loss challenge. You're done tomorrow, though.
Yeah, done tomorrow.
You look so cold.
I am very cold.
Do you want a jacket?
I
You want an 1890 Studios jacket?
Burger. I just want a burger jacket.
Ah.
Something like
All right,
I wrap
Lady
myself
Gaga.
in meat.
I just eat it.
It is Lady Gaga's birthday today.
Happy
Oh.
birthday.
Maybe she can lend you her meat jacket.
And you know what? She never returns my calls.
Never. We've
Never.
tried to have her on the podcast.
She is so stuck up.
You know, some people. But you know what? Times are rough out there, and times can be rough on Netflix too, Adam.
They can, Dale.
Docket Master,
Yes.
Taken Episode 1, The Gift, and A Serious Man.
Oy vey.
What? Zing, wow. What drove you to choose these ones, Adam? Off the bat.
Well, we'll start
Did
with Taken.
Did you have a fall? Fall from a very
You know,
from a height, or
when you explore,
You're not always going to come up with gold.
you
Columbus,
got to move a lot of dirt before you get to gold.
a lot of people were ready to mutiny Columbus about 2 weeks before he stumbled on the Great Americas.
And then they all got smallpox.
Yeah.
And now look. Now look what happened, Adam.
So thanks.
So
Thanks
how
for
did you?
America.
So how
America.
did you? How'd you come up with this list? Just pick and choose, roll the dice. What's the
Yeah,
deal?
so Taken, Episode 1, TV show,
Series,
off
yeah.
of everyone's favorite movie, Taken, everyone's favorite Liam Neeson movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have a particular set of skills. What's it? I will find you. I will kill you, and then I'll kill you again.
Is that what he says?
Something
Exactly,
like that.
verbatim.
That's what I
Very
thought.
close.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I watched every episode of this show. He has to say that line every episode. He calls someone on the phone and does that whole spiel. I will find you.
Did you really watch?
No, of course
Oh
not.
my. Okay. I was gonna say.
But anyway, go on, Adam. I cut you off for the
I
fourth
don't
time.
think Liam Neeson's even in this show.
No.
I haven't seen him. though.
He wants to.
I don't think there's anybody in
wants
this
to
show.
distance himself from this. He got his taken money.
Well, okay, hey, Taken series. All right, let's.
I
check
was
it.
I was taken to the
No,
cleaners.
we are doing people a great service because Liam Neeson built this. Is it 3 Taken's movies?
Correct.
And there were I watched 1 and 2. I think awesome. So you're only hoping that the show is just as good.
Right.
So we got to explore that a little bit. And then what else we got? The Gift?
The Gift. I think I was thinking, how about The Gift? And you were like, yes, let's watch The Gift.
Incorrect. Did not say that at all.
I think it might have been me that said yes, let's watch it.
Ooh, dodge that bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want another Lord of the Rings in my hands. Or Moon, for that matter.
And then A Serious Man. Coen Brothers.
Yeah. Makers of The Big Lebowski.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? How could they go wrong?
Middle-aged guy down on his luck, sure. I mean, they make good movies. Let's check it out.
Sure. Yeah, so that was that. First one up, we're going to do Taken, the first episode. As a former CIA agent, Brian Mills deals with a personal tragedy that shakes his world. He fights to overcome the incident and exact revenge.
Overcome the incident and exact revenge.
Exact revenge.
Right,
Yes, remove it.
He's going to bring
revenge. Okay, got it. They'll do big words. 5 letters?
Would it be extract revenge?
That's what I thought it was.
You can extract revenge.
But why would you want to extract revenge from the incident, perhaps?
He wants exact revenge. The
What
right
is-
amount of revenge.
Okay, so that's the pronoun. What is the that's the adverb there? Action drama thriller. It's a 6.6.
Somebody call Mrs. McGillicuddy, my second grade English teacher.
All right, I'm rolling the trailer.
Yeah, hit it.
Did you get one data card, or do you want to sign this? Give me that.
Shooting.
Yeah, on a train, shooting.
It's the incident that the
Passed out hot chick.
Did they show? I wasn't looking at the trailer.
That's
Did
the
they
incident.
show what was happening on the train or no?
Yeah, there was gunshots.
Okay.
I'm a
I don't
director
know
of
if it
an
matters.
emergency.
So he tried to stop the
You tackled
gun.
those gunmen
The
who
gun.
tried
Oh, there we
to
go.
protect 93
Still stopping it.
You're recruiting me.
Don't let Kelly die for nothing.
Based on the blockbuster Taken.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
You're stealing my job.
The entire cartel? Who do you think you're dealing with here, Brian? Looking for me? There I am!
Has a big.
Yes, a beginning.
Sorry, I did it again.
It's how you're built. It's who you are. It's what you believe in, Brian.
Take it.
Only on
NBC.
Taken. We just watched episode. We just watched episode 1. I think we know Papa Steve.
Just took a little nap. Thanks. I'm good.
Papa Steve, the Taken movie trilogy. You watch him, fan? Liam Neeson, like him?
Loved them.
Okay. So Taken, you're excited for the series. You're excited for the 2-season, 10-episode, 1 hour long. I love that, Patrick.
Yeah, it's very
One flippin' hour long.
Yeah.
What did you? I mean, so you're excited going into it, right?
Super excited going in, although I don't like series, as I've made.
Yes, sure.
I've made plain.
That's why. Yeah.
But it was boring.
Yeah.
First of all, and here's a little bit of a difference. The series, he's a former Green Beret, not former CIA.
Oh, I see.
And
in the movies, he's Green Beret.
in the movies, he's CIA.
I see. I gotcha.
So in here, he's Green Beret in the series.
I see.
And it
I thought. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
and it didn't. And I think the notes say CIA, but I'm quite sure that
In the show,
he's Green Beret.
gotcha.
And it wasn't very espionage-y.
No.
It wasn't very. He didn't seem very BA to me.
Mm.
And I mean, I don't want to go into the
Well-
whole thing right now, but
I mean, let's real quick before I go to Patrick here. Adam, run through first episode. So, I mean, basically the trailer was the first episode. He's on a train with his little sister.
Yeah.
Go on.
I did
You didn't watch it?
full Rob.
You full robbed it.
Full send. Full send,
dude.
triple Rob.
Let it be noted. He did a triple rev.
Rob,
Triple. Well,
that's got to be a first.
so I was going to watch it last night.
Oh well, that counts for something.
Didn't happen.
Hey,
I was like, all right, I'll watch it sometime in my driving. I'll fit it in. Didn't happen. When I pulled
That's
up here in my
safe.
truck, I was like, okay, I'll do a quick speed watch. Then I said, no, forget that. I'm going full send, triple Rob.
okay, so I'll go through it.
So I'm more in a listening mood right now.
Okay, well now
so-
you're our audience. Now you're going to
This is going to be good.
send some questions our way if you need to. So it starts off on a train. The main character Brian Mills, is with his little sister. they're going to visit their folks. He notices a suspicious man, and he gets like his spider senses are tingling. His bad acting's really, really shining through now. And he goes, hang on. I'm going to go. When I leave, pick up that guy's bag and don't give it back. Just say it's yours. So, yeah, exactly. Okay. So far, you're exactly right.
All right.
So then he gets up and goes to the back of the train. And he walks. He sees a guy with a gun under his jacket. And he tells his, I keep saying girlfriend, but it's his sister. Get down. She goes down.
Get down again.
Yeah. So he shoots the guy that had a gun in his shirt, and he shoots the other guy he knew had a gun in. And then, after, he pulls the brakes in the train, everything slows down. He sees his sister is dead. Oh no, she's been shot, like in the hail of gunfire that went off, because every gun, when it's not being used, sprays in every direction, hands-on or off.
Well, the one guy brought like a micro Uzi
An
or
Uzi,
something
yeah.
onto the train.
He had a great Uzi. So, anyway, he then he immediately gets out of there, and his sister's dead. This is too bad, and he's in a hospital being talked to by somebody from the CIA, right? Or not just yet. Either way, he's being followed. He calls his buddy, who is in the Green Berets with him, and he's like, man, they're after me. Somebody knows I'm on this train. I got to get out of here. His buddy stabs him in the back by, letting, I don't know, texting
Wait, he's
him.
on a different train now?
No.
No,
He
we're
got
not
off
in
the
his
train.
hometown.
There's only one train.
Are you putting the mantle on? Is that what we're doing?
For this one, sure. For series, as we
fine.
do.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I want to speed this up. So his friend betrays him and leads the bad guys to him. He gets away.
He's bugged the whole time.
He's bugged.
Which bugged the crap out
And
of me.
not only that.
I'm like, dude, come on.
Well,
Are you from the CIA or not? Are you from... I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the matter with you?
How'd they bug him?
Cell phone.
The cell phone.
you want to know how they bugged him? One of the craziest things in this movie, he's got like an iPhone. It's got to be like a 4 or something, right? And so he takes the iPhone 4 and he takes the lightning cable, and you could clearly see it's plugged into the wall, and he pops it into the bottom of it, and then on the screen it says, install remote exploit for iPhone ? And there's no other option other than okay. He hits okay, and he goes, got it. And he unplugs it, and he just walks out. I'm
So
like,
everything
what the hell was that?
Everything he says, everywhere he goes...
Yeah, they're just listening in like a warehouse. The classic one light bulb, the desk, and a giant warehouse. They're all the CIA
No,
is listening.
it looked more like they were in like some sort of skyscraper, and they just had like a whole entire floor to themselves.
Right,
Everybody
with
knows when
one
crap is
table.
going down, you take out your battery and you stomp on your cell phone.
You throw it in the trash.
So
on
why
it.
were they following him?
because he's going to lead him to the bad guys.
So they basically used him as a pawn to get to the guys who were going after him.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Bait.
yes, they're using him as bait, and then he ends up being taken. He's like, you know what, you guys can take me in. The guys who are chasing him, take me in, because he knows he's going to get to their leader. So, and he goes and he gets found by like what, a cartel leader, a guy?
Because he offed some bad guy's son during a former op. So then the bad guy, dad, he's the one that offed the sister.
Yeah, he shot
And
her in the train.
All in the first episode.
Because you killed my son. And so then he offed the sister, and then he's coming after him. And he's like all chained up, and he's like, he needs to get rescued. I'm going, Liam Neeson doesn't need to get rescued.
Right.
This is BS.
So is this Liam Neeson before his
Yes,
daughter
it
gets
should-
taken?
Is it? Because that's what I want to know.
It says Brian Mills. Is that the same character?
It's same character name.
No.
But
Well, it says
And he
timeline
wasn't
doesn't add
BA.
up.
every hero
He's getting
has
the
a
crap beat out of him all the time.
every hero has a beginning. It says.
But this doesn't seem like the beginning. It looks like it's taking place in like the same time around
Current
yeah,
era.
in the current modern
So,
day.
Anyway, so the real CIA comes in to get the bad guy, and then he gets saved, but he gets shot in the process. He's about to kill the guy who killed his sister. They like winged him just so he wouldn't shoot her. Wakes up in the hospital, and then like the CIA chick who's off the books is like, "We want to recruit you." Boom, episode end. Did I describe it okay?
Yeah, that's basically it. But there's one point where like he's in his house, and then there's like two people coming from the back door, and then two people are at the front door, and then the CIA is sitting in a van across the street.
Yeah, like directly inside.
yeah,
like a
and they
black
could
van.
see everything, and so Brian's putting his guns together and everything, and then he like walking to the front door, and he literally just shoots both of them in the knees.
He kneecaps
through the door, which
through
is
the
kind of
door.
cool.
That's pretty good because a kneecap isn't that big of a target.
And he just went like he saw him on his security camera coming up the front stoop, and he just leans down in his foyer and just shoots 2 rounds, 2 kneecaps, 2 shots, 2 guns.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Well, he
his
does that.
Silencer.
Yeah, so he
Gone.
does that. Then he dispatches the other 2 guys out the back door. Meanwhile, the CIA is still sitting across the street, right?
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh my gosh, we got to get in there." What do? They run behind the house where there's a dead body, and then they go, "This guy's good." And in the meantime,
kill the guy?
the guys that got
can kill him
popped
with a
on the
shovel.
doorstep, they just walk away.
Yeah, they limp out.
away, and then get in a van and go. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
It was jacked.
Oh man.
man.
So it,
It
sounds like
wasn't
you guys
very-
all, so it sounds like you guys all enjoyed it. Great.
It
Dr.
wasn't
Pick.
very. It wasn't espionage-y.
He was in no way slick, and
He wasn't BA.
He wasn't BA in any way.
No,
Yes, correct.
he had to be rescued. He needed help.
He was wimpy.
That pisses me off.
That's such disdain. I love it.
Oh,
it's
you
like
pussy!
Oh, and another thing too. Like let's bring this out and look at it from above. This guy was this acting. Like, let's take it out of the movie. Let's look at the physical movie itself. It wasn't. I mean, if we took the actors, threw them away, and like put different people, Liam Neeson, I suggest, in these roles, it looked okay. That's fine. Like, okay, people, CIA hanging out, listening in this whole floor of a skyscraper. Okay, everything's cool so far, and I like what's happening. I like your troubles. I could, get behind a fan. You killed my family. I want the revenge. Okay, cool. I'm down with revenge.
The fact that he was bugged the whole time
Bugged you.
pissed me off.
Yeah.
Dude.
But anyway, so he's this main character. I don't know the actor's name. Who is this guy? Could not. Everything was like real force. Everybody must have been. This is their first job right out of the union, but it just wasn't good the whole way. I mean, I like the idea of it. Anyway, and something else is weird. He wakes up in a hospital. He wakes up. He opens his eyes, and then there's a CIA chick ready to recruit him. His resting heart rate was 100 beats per minute. Did you see that?
I did not notice that.
That's not normal. He should stay for observation. That's all I gotta say. So Adam, you are our listeners. You
Yep.
are a Netflix watcher.
yes.
What are your questions? What are your concerns? Do you have anything you'd like to know? We can probably tell you about it. Or do you not even want to know
I
anything?
don't know. It's just you guys. It sounds like a horrible action series.
Yeah.
That's not really that good. So
He kneecaps the guys to the door.
my
That's
main
part of
question was
The house scene was okay.
how
Right.
similar is it to like Taken the movie?
0.
Zero.
Oh no,
0.
Like, but he's the same character.
We're even questioning
Yeah.
what character this is. It's not his past.
Mm-mm.
Did he ever
because-
like threaten a guy on the phone?
No.
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 I don't even think
Then
he-
what the heck are they doing?
He couldn't threaten anybody. He was
Yeah.
a pussy.
And there's a really funny thing. His buddy or his ex-buddy who was in like the Green Berets sets him up, and he somehow has another cell phone that his buddy who was setting him up is like texting.
I think he took it off of like a guy that he killed.
Oh, he did. So
Yeah.
anyway, he's like, yeah, he's at this hotel, and he has the phone, and so he texts back as the bad guys, and then he finds out where the guy's going to be. So he's like, all right, meet him at this hotel to kill him. And he says, okay. He texts him back and says, it's done. He's going to fake him out to say he already killed him, but he never really has. The guy texts him back, K. He finds him in a parking garage, puts a gun to his head, holds the phone up to his eyes, and goes, K? Really? And you're like, that's what you're going to do?
Yeah, like
The guy
it's junior high.
The guy sets you up to be killed, and you're mad over a one-character text? It was like no part of it was...
What? That happened?
Yes, it did happen. Believe it.
No.
It was just
Yeah.
So anyway, Adam, is there anything you even want to know, or just you're
No.
you're our average listener?
And that was the premiere. What's the word I'm looking for?
the pilot.
That was the pilot.
Sure.
So you think they're going to pull out all the stops for the pilot?
Make it 10 times better.
So the rest of it has just got to be going downhill.
That's what I was looking at. So the reviews for season 1 are kind of like 7.5, 7.6, 7.7. But like
there's
season,
2 seasons. Side
Yeah,
note.
there's a second season. Those are like 8.5, 8. Yeah.
This was
so-
6.6, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. Like the
but
the
per
first
episode
season,
has
yeah.
their own IMDb.
Okay.
But here now, let's back up the train a little bit. I love Lost. Love it. Did the characters not come into their own throughout the show? episode 1. You remember Jack? You remember
Charlie was great the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
Know.
You know what? All the characters were great the whole time, but so many characters changed. I don't know if the actors just got better. Matthew Fox's character definitely got a little more loosey-goosey. But something like that. Did maybe this guy's second season gets a little more BA? The writers start going, hey, we got to become more BA. We got to live up to Liam Neeson's calling. He's going, I have a certain set of skills.
Right.
And it's to fire you guys from this movie.
Yeah, man, you got to give people the incentive to go with you there.
Well, I mean, it didn't have me, but in
Lost season 1 was like, there was a monster in the woods. Like,
you can't. Is there a better pilot? I don't think so.
Never watched it.
Bum 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 bum.
I watched a couple and I just kind of went, eh.
You got lost,
But that's another podcast.
All right, so Adam, you got nothing to add. Patrick, so you're saying second season gets a little better?
I don't watch it. I don't watch it. Per ratings, it's only from what I've seen. I didn't see how many people rated it in the 8s, but I know it looks like it gets better. I did not crunch the numbers, not on this. I didn't want to crunch
on this one. Show notes. You have one line here. Some of this episode was filmed in the small part of Port Stanley, Ontario, Canada. There's the thing.
That's it. I wasn't divulging anything or devoting anymore.
Canada's like America light.
Right. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's just...
Yeah.
Maybe all of those IMDb votes are coming from the Canadian viewers.
That's my house in Port Stanley, eh?
I gave this 7.5 A's.
All right. Well, hey, Patrick, give me pros, cons, if you could.
Pros.
Unless there's anything...
No.
Okay.
There is no pros. Cons. It's nothing like Taken.
Papa Steve, you got a pros, cons?
I think I would probably pretty much echo what Patrick says.
Same thing.
It's just kind of like, no.
My pro is that the story itself, writing-wise, writers, nice work. I like the idea of what's going on here, what's supposed to be done. Cons is none of the actors could fulfill the bigness of the story.
Yeah. You know what? I'm even going to disagree with you on the writing.
You're going to push back
just
a little
because it wasn't the same character as Taken.
Sure. Well,
it wasn't the same guy.
Chained up by your hands over your head.
It wasn't the same skill set. It wasn't the same BA. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same flavor.
That's the draw of that character.
That's like if you're
Liam Neeson is a dangerous mother.
Yeah, Mother Belcher.
And this guy was like, I mean, he could like shoot a gun and stuff, but
yeah, in no way did he use a particular set of skills.
Pussy.
So that's that. I will flip it right back to you. Rewatch, recommend, Papa Steve. I can guess.
No.
Rewatch, Patrick.
Absolutely not to both.
And Adam, will you watch initially?
Nope.
No. I will do the same as everyone here. I wish I could be like Adam and not have watched it at all. Let's do a drink review.
I don't think it was that bad.
I wish
it was no Tank 432.
I wish I was in the first time we met and I could watch. I could go into the photo booth and reset my life 3 years. Drink review for this one, Papa Steve. You got one?
I put down a Miller 64.
Yeah.
It was just sort of like
halfway, half the calories.
It's sort of a beer, but really not really.
I gotcha. Patrick, you got a drink review for this one.
Yeah, it's like heading over to a buddy's house and he throws you a Coors and you're like, man, I really don't like Coors. And then you open it up and it turns out to be a non-alcoholic Coors.
Ooh.
And you're like, you promised me a Coors and you gave me a non-alcoholic Coors. Like, you're not wrong, but that's just not right.
You're still a jerk, Walter.
I saw a guy one time. He was drinking Busch Light, non-alcoholic.
Why?
Why would you? If you're gonna drink, okay. First of all, I don't understand non-alcoholic beer drinking. Okay, you like to taste the beer. Then why are you drinking non-alcoholic Busch Light? Oh, it's been bugging me for a long time.
That's true.
How long ago did you see this guy?
I'm glad this has finally come out. It's like the magma is reaching the Earth's crust.
Whenever non-alcoholic beer comes up, I just think about it, and it still upsets me.
It's like taking a shower with a raincoat on. Why?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm kind of going on Papa Steve's here a little bit. It is like, dude, we got all kinds of, this Taken movie, we got all kinds of beers for you. All the best kinds, man. All the best. You're like, okay, great. Taken. I'm excited for all the episodes. Here we go. And all the beer is, the cheap, it's just garbage beer. And you're like, this is all the beer you're talking about? This is Taken? I can't believe
And it's
you
been
used
open
beer.
for a while.
Yeah, exactly. It's just no.
Yeah.
So that's what
Okay.
I think on that one. But we got the next one. This one is Gift. Adam, you watched this one?
I did.
2015 film. A young married couple's lives are thrown into the harrowing tailspin when an acquaintance from the husband's past brings mysterious gifts and a horrifying secret to light after more than 20 years. 7.1 IMDb. This is a drama mystery thriller. 108 minutes, $5 million budget. Because Joel Edgerton is in this one as the...
Directed it?
he directed it.
Executive producer?
Yeah, that's
And
probably
also
all his
starred.
cash. Everything he had, it's all his money, I assume. Roll the trailer, Adam.
Long intro of nothing.
This is a mid-century modern home. This view is fantastic. The
So
lighting
Jason
is great.
Bateman and the woman from The Prestige. What's her name?
This is good. I'm very happy.
Priscilla.
Ah,
Rachel E. Hall.
okay.
Simon.
They're a married couple looking for a house in California, right?
This is
Gordon Mosley.
Just north of his hometown.
Okay, so he meets an old friend, Joel Edgerton,
Gordo.
who is by the sound of the music, he's creepy.
The obligatory creepy music.
Welcome home, smiley face Gordo.
How do you think he got our address? That's an expensive bottle of wine. We should thank him.
I believe that the bad things in life.
They have him
can be
over
a
for
gift.
dinner.
That guy's odd.
He's a little socially awkward, but I can be like that.
He's in the glass.
He was in the window.
Some people stay exactly the same.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's delusional, thinks that we're friends.
Thanks for a lovely dinner.
Fish food. You don't find that a little troubling?
I said that I wanted fish.
And all the visits when you're alone. They used to call him Gordo the Weirdo.
I think he's nice, and he's been very generous.
What you're talking about is a one-sided friendship. You're essentially being forced into a breakup.
There's no easy way to say this. Don't visit us anymore.
From the, what was it, director?
Insidious.
Insidious?
The horror movies.
Simon, after all these years, I was willing to let bygones be bygones.
What does that mean?
I do not know.
Neither
But
do
it
the
must mean
viewers.
something.
Neither did anybody.
Bygones be bygones after all these years.
Water's running.
Gordo! What does bygones be bygones mean? It's over! Simon has a full file on him.
You think he's been lying to you?
Just tell me what happened.
It's 25 years ago.
I have no idea who you really are.
Will become your present.
Simon says, new house. Simon says, beautiful wife. Simon says,
You think you're done with the past, but the past is not done with you.
See what he did there?
The gift.
Okay, The Gift. All right, Adam, you watched this one.
I did.
What did you think?
Full send, triple Adam.
Nice
Yep.
work.
Yep.
Uh,
I liked it.
yeah.
I really liked it. I
First-
thought it's a really good movie.
First time viewer, or did you ever watch it in the
First
past?
time viewer.
Gotcha.
Very, very thrilling. Like creepy, super
It's
creepy.
yeah, it's grungy.
It's really dirty. It's like, it just there's like no love. There's no trust. It's. I would say might be a stretch, but I'm saying it's like Hitchcock-esque in the sense of how creepy it is, and then the ending. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dirty.
The ending is the redeemer for this one.
Yeah.
Patrick, you watch it? You
Yeah, it's my second time seeing it.
second time.
Yeah. First time I saw it when it was in theaters, and then this one I saw on my home screen.
Joel Edgerton, you a fan?
I'm
Isn't
coming
he
to
in
be
something?
a Joel Edgerton fan.
Isn't he in
He was in Bright. He was the orc.
right. That's who he was. I remember seeing him before.
I
I
think
thought for
we've
sure
had,
he was
like,
in Game of Thrones or House of Dragon. But you liked it?
Yeah,
Didn't like it?
I really like this
Okay.
one.
You're a fan.
Well, I not liked it like I like Lord of the Rings. Liked it like I enjoyed watching it. But
That makes
I-
sense.
I-
No one really likes Lord of the Rings as much as
yeah.
Papa Steve.
I was going to say something about Lord of the Rings, but
uh,
I'll save that for later.
Save
I'm
it
going to light you up.
Ooh.
Oh.
all right. Post show fist fight.
Definitely.
Papa Steve, The Gift. Did you half rob this one?
I got about 15 minutes in, couldn't take it anymore.
What was Why'd you turn it off?
First of all, in my opinion, the acting was clunky. It was like watching like a high school play.
Right.
It was like real forced dialogue and real
Yeah.
Okay, now it's my line. Okay, now I will say this.
Yeah.
And okay, creepy guy at the door, and okay, now he's gonna try to get himself in. Oh, what do you know? He's trying to get himself in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I could like see this stuff come. I'm like, okay, this is
predictable.
It was predictable. It was like, nah, I just wasn't. I even, like I said, 7 minutes is about my threshold that I'll give it 7 minutes.
Right.
I give it 15 minutes. I went, okay, I'm done.
You even put in like 7 minutes for the cast.
I'm going to give him for the team.
Right. I appreciate that. Adam, you really liked it? Do you like Patrick liked or what?
What was your level of like?
I
double viewing. He saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Dedication.
I really liked it. I
thought it was.
Yeah.
What did now? Papa Steve has bashed it on clunky dialogue and easy story, predictability. What do you think about this one?
I think that's what I thought as well. Going into it and watching it, you're like, okay, yeah, this is gonna happen. He's gonna be creepy. He's gonna come like there's something between these guys. Something's gonna happen. But then,
well, you know that from the.
But then how it all unfolds, it throws you like you fell for the trap. It trapped you into thinking, okay, it's all going to be this, and then it just bam.
I probably should have muscled through it, but
or just watch the last 10 minutes or so.
I just life's too short, man.
Patrick, Papa Steve's poking holes in it like a. Ooh, I got nothing.
Water balloon.
Thank you. What's your take?
I thought it was very good. I liked the evil because we watched The Ritual last week.
Yeah.
And the evil was held the whole time. And this one
right out of sight, yeah.
Yeah, the evil's right up front. You know what's gonna happen, you know who to watch, and you know what's
You're just waiting on.
Yeah. So when it comes to being suspenseful, I thought this movie was pretty good with like keeping me on the edge of my seat, like ooh. You know, just like I wasn't really comfortable watching.
That's like a different type of thrill too, because in The Ritual, you didn't see the quote unquote evil at all until the end. So you never know what it is. What is it? It's scary, yes, but what is it? He's scary. Now what's he gonna do? Like the fear is known right away. Then you just have to sit with him the whole movie.
And then there's another. What I really liked about it was, yes, you have the evil, and he's crazy, and we gotta watch out for this guy. But then you got two characters that are going at this guy that you want them both to like survive. Then Jason Bateman's character turns into a huge jerk, and he dives straight to the other side. So now it's a triangle of like, who do I like? Who do like?
Because this isn't like happy couple versus bad guy.
No. The couple like is in bad shape throughout the movie, and like. They don't really, they have their own problems. And then Jason Bateman, man, like, he plays a great asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he can be so mean and so manipulative and lying when he's acting. And then, because when you see him, I think George Michael.
Sure.
And I'm like, I want to like him. But he just.
He can do that in any role. I mean, think about Ozark.
Yeah, he was like that in Ozark.
He's kind of the likable, screw up kind of bumbly guy, but he can play any role.
To me, he almost kind of turned into the evil towards the end.
Sure.
And it's just like evil going against evil.
But then the wife also has her evil side, so she's all got a little bit of evil.
She's got some demons too.
Who is the real enemy?
You think you're going down to traditional thriller horror lane, and then it takes now you're in a evil.
It's a fork.
Now you're
takes
in
a hard right.
You're in an evil triangle. Classic evil triangle.
It's really a
which is one of the pillars.
It's a roundabout. It's a roundabout of evil. It's really the Ray Kroc of evil. Okay, cool. I mean, what else is there to add? Is there anything special that real quick? We're going to touch on just briefly, without describing, of course, the ending. That was a way you could have almost ended it. A little bit earlier and been like, whoa, thriller, whoa, society defying. But the ending really kind of like put a button on how like, whoa.
we gotta talk about the ending afterwards because whoa, society defying. So what are like the ramifications of what just happened.
Right.
You know, there's how it ended. It can go. I can think of 100 different ways it can go from that point, and they could all. You can make a good case for each of them.
Right.
The second time watching it, I wrote down in like my own little notes. I was like, "This is way more effed up than I remember."
I was going to ask you because now that you know the ending, there is a ringy factor.
Thank you
to
Thank
it because
you.
Lord of the
Thank
Rings
you.
is awesome, contrary to what some people think. But
it is awesome. We're going to do a podcast on just you and I talking about how
I'm going to
awesome
start suiting up right now.
can vary in 17
I'll take all
years.
3 of you on. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll check the gift in 17 years.
Deal. You got it.
I'm going to take Bertrude with me. And kick some butt.
Bertrude.
Bertrand.
Isn't his name Bertrude?
Bertrand, he's a wimp.
Well, no, that's when Bertrand got with Gertrude, and now it's not like you call him
Brangelina.
Brangelina, yeah. But anyway, Patrick, go on.
Yeah, so Adam's talking about it the second time watching it, and I realized a lot more happened around their dinner table than what I remembered. Because like every major scene with anybody is centered around some sort of like table, like
I see.
Yeah, so I was
an even plane between the three characters. Maybe that's the symbolism.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Also, it keeps the budget down because all you got to do is buy a table. So it keeps your $5 million budget in check. There.
Yeah,
you don't got to go to
$1,100.
Yeah, you don't got to go like fly into New York to get this scene. Just grab a table and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Other than that, I didn't remember the first time, but seeing it the second time, Pam's husband from The Office has a slight cameo in here as the friend.
He's a terrible actor.
John Krasinski?
No.
Warehouse
early
guy.
The actor you hate that plays the warehouse guy that was engaged to Pam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there
Can't remember his
was
name. It's killing me right now.
towards the end of the movie, there was one of those classic
think he has
Michael
a name.
apologies. So
What is Roy? Oh.
yeah, Roy.
Woo.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone yelling into their podcast players, answering the question for me. Good job. I heard you all. I heard you through the waves, wavelengths. But go on. I'm sorry, Patrick, for the 9th time I've cut you off yet.
Yeah, then towards the end of the movie, there was one of those classic Michael apologies where he's like, yeah, it went okay. And it did not go okay. Right. So I thought there was a little reminiscence, so I liked it.
I would like to watch it again because knowing now it sounds like it would be good to watch.
Yeah, there's like looks the characters give each other that you don't catch the first time around, but the second time you're like, oh, no, okay, yeah. So,
visual words.
Yeah.
Right.
What else can we add here? Do we got to sell Papa Steve to keep watching, or do we already lose him?
I don't know.
No, he's got to get prepped for the next one.
Okay.
I'd say.
Well, he's got a lot of movies to watch for the Primetime podcast, everybody.
Primetime. Everybody listen to the Primetime podcast.
It's all Prime movies. He's starting that
Studio
up.
next door.
Yep. Bezos' old office. He's moving to Austin.
Yep.
Maybe. But anyway, so you're done. You're never going to watch it.
No. I don't think so.
Anything else to add, gentlemen? What do I have in my notes here? Hang on.
So what did you think? Were you a fan?
Here's the thing. He's wearing a stainless Daytona. Now, Jason Bateman's a Rolex guy. He's been a Rolex guy. You watch him in other films. He's just a Rolex guy.
So you felt betrayed.
Stainless Daytona with the oyster bracelet, which is nice to see on a small diameter case. The bezel size for the Daytona is pretty small. It's actually similar to the watch Papa Steve's wearing, but a different bracelet, of course. Very cool. So, Joel Edgerton directed it. That was really cool. Now, as I said earlier, Jason Bateman can do any role. He's funny. He's weird. He's goofy. He's serious. He's goofy, serious in Ozark. He's whatever.
Creepy.
But I really think, though, that this movie is forgettable. Reason being, I started watching it, and Julie saw him. What are you going to watch for the podcast? I got to watch this The Gift, whatever I'm watching. She's like, we watched this one. And this is like the 4th movie she's been like, we already watched it. I'm like, well, maybe that tells a little bit about it. And then immediately I kind of went half Papa Steve and went, you know what? I have seen this before. Fast forward, kept watching. I did like 15-minute jumps and watched a minute or two each. And I was like, you know what? I remember everything about this. Then watched the last 20 on its own. But fact is, I forgot that I even watched it originally. So that kind of tells you what I think about it. Thriller-wise, cool story, great. But it didn't wow me. Didn't Papa Steve, it didn't make me feel anything, I don't think. Again, it was forgettable from the last time. So that's what I think. Just kind of a healthy meh. Not a bad movie. 5 out of 10, as we called the last podcast. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
But hey, different strokes,
Yeah, I had a good time watching it because Jenna was in the same room, but she wasn't watching. She was doing a puzzle.
Yeah.
So I'd be yelling to her like, "Okay, the creepy guy's in the house.
Right.
I think he's planting something." Like she's like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Oh, Jason Bateman, he knew him."
You turned Canadian there for a little bit.
Yeah. So then,
you knew him, man.
But then
you knew him, huh?
But
Okay.
then the last 20 minutes, she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh my god, it's crazy!" And then she came over and watched it with me, so we had a good time watching it.
Well,
so I think it's all about the mood.
There
too.
you go. Hey,
Yeah.
if you could bring the loved ones in,
Yeah.
watch it. Hey, we'll tell you what. Give me your pros cons then, if I got you.
Pro, I liked how it was a little different. How the
Trifecta
happened and how the characters kind
I
of.
saw you do like an Illuminati fingers trying to put the word.
I know. They can see him on the live feed.
Confirmed.
So there's and then the ending. There's a great ending.
Yeah.
Very creepy, and then it's just like it keeps you guessing the whole time.
Sure.
And then it's just how the creepiness, what's going on the whole time, and you don't really know what's under the surface, and then when it's finally exposed, it's like, wow, that was cool. Whoa. Hitchcocky.
Oh, we gotta add that.
Wow. Society of 5. And then, but then cons, I will say it does start off kind of dry. The dialogue is kind of clunky. Besides Jason Bateman, the acting is not up to par.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was almost a little, some of the things are a little predictable.
Right.
But then again, that plays into it. So
Sure.
I'm not going to.
You lulls you into the false sense of security.
Exactly. Boom.
Society
So I think
of
that's what it does.
Okay.
Patrick, hit me with the pros cons.
My pro is that it's better the second time watching it.
Okay.
And then my con
Ironically, it has prestige effect, and she was in the prestige.
Coincidence?
I don't think so.
I think not.
Actually, that's why the ending is so great. 'Cause
Actually,
Christian Bale just pops out.
Right.
And he's
Well,
like,
no,
that is the prestige.
I'm Michael Caine. It is ringy. It has a
Michael
Lord of the
Caine,
Rings
so
effect because Joel Edgerton plays an orc in
What?
Bright. Illuminati confirmed.
And then my con was that the ending is almost a little bit too twisted for me. But it's still
over
a
the
good
top
ending.
for Patrick. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Papa Steve, with your short viewing, can you give a pros cons or no? Nothing.
I just have cons.
Hit me.
Apparently,
What do you got?
Well, like I said before, it just seemed like it was real predictable. It seemed very like you could almost say the next line, and it was just real like, "Hey, hello, I remember you from high school. Hi, how are you today?"
Oh,
jeez, really?
Right.
And I guess I didn't get far enough along to find.
Well, you figure he's directing and starring in the same one, so it's tough.
He was getting ready
Give
to
him
say
the benefit.
cut all the time.
Yeah, he just got done saying action. Yeah, pros for me. Cool story. I like Jason Bateman a lot. Big fanboy of him for sure. And it's, as Adam said, it's a little different than what you think you're going to get. Cons is it's just not. There's no particular portion of this movie that was like, this is why you have to watch it. This X thing or this one thing or whatever. There's just nothing really that. It's just a healthy, solid meh all the way across the board. So, that's what I think. That's my cons on that one. Adam, send it to rewatch, recommend.
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
I will rewatch it. I feel like there's stuff to be gained there, confirmed by Patrick, which I'm glad you already watched it once. And and recommend. Yeah, it's a great thriller. It's really intense. The ending with the music and the heartbeat you feel, and it all ends. And you're just like, oh
yeah,
oh. So you want to feel like that.
Yeah,
that's what
if
it's place
you're
to be.
Finishing a movie,
We all
like
do,
that.
I think.
I was like, oh my god,
Society to 5. Patrick, give me a rewatch recommend.
I think 2 times is good. I don't really want to watch this third time because of that ending. Puts me a little bit in a. I don't want to watch movies.
A little queasy.
Yeah, I don't want to go to bed.
That's just because you're so skinny now.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're feeling queasy. Your stomach's all jacked up.
But I would recommend it.
You would recommend. Papa Steve, do I dare rewatch, recommend you?
Nah.
No, I know. I don't need to rewatch it because I guess I already did, and I forgot that I did. So I no rewatch there, but recommend. Hey, it's just a solid thriller with a dynamite ending. So there you go. I will suggest that. Papa Steve, going to send it back to you for a liquor store review. Bring us down liquor store aisle if you could.
Miller Lite,
run of the mill.
Kind of predictable. Kind of like meh. Okay,
know what you're getting.
It's a beer. It's all right.
I
Same
gotcha.
thing. Time after time after time.
Patrick, bring us down liquor store aisle.
It's just like you go to a restaurant, you order the house red. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and sometimes there's a cherry at the bottom of the glass, and you can't figure out why it sunk.
Sometimes there's a hair floating in it.
It's very twisted.
What restaurants are you going to where they're putting cherry in wine glasses?
You never know.
I'm just saying, like, you don't know. Sometimes this happens.
A waitress knocked it into it?
Yeah, a maraschino just bloop.
Well, he ordered wine and a
glass
shake
with the cherry.
He had a shake, and it was on top of the whipped cream, and it bloop.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for those rogue maraschinos.
Indeed. Adam, give me a drink review for you.
I gave this one an E.T.
Oh.
Also, this podcast is sponsored by E.T.
Thank you, E.T.
Straight Kentucky bourbon.
Indeed.
Kentucky Pride for getting Hoosiers drunk.
Even on Sundays.
Getting hillbillies drunk since 1865.
Yeah. So, E.T., all right?
Yeah.
It comes in a plastic bottle.
A big old jug.
How good can this be? Let's just, pour a glass of E.T., you put on The Gift.
Right.
You're like, oh, what am I doing to myself? This is a crappy drink. This is a crappy movie. Very predictable. And then you have a glass. You're like, ain't that bad. You start watching this movie, you're like, this ain't that bad. and then you have another glass, and you keep watching, you're like, this
is getting better and better.
Hey,
I'm really enjoying this movie.
This is Jason Bateman. Let me tell you.
Look at you.
George, I used to like you as George Michael, and now you're kind of a jerk, but I kind of like it still. Then you go for that third glass, and you're just like, oh!
What an ending!
Oh! I feel awful.
Again, dynamite drink review from you, Adam. Yeah, I'm gonna steal Patrick's from the last movie. This is a Coors. It's kind of on Papa Steve terms. It's not a bad beer, but it is a run of the mill. Of all your run of the mill thrillers, this one has a little bit of a different taste. Just like Coors is kind of run of the mill, like everybody else has a little different taste.
Put a lime in it.
Yeah, do something.
Shake
to
it all.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh wait, what?
Getting jiggy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that is that one. That is Gift. Last one up is A Serious Man. This is a 2009 film. Larry Gopnik, a Midwestern physics teacher, watches his life unravel over multiple sudden incidents. Through seeking meaning and answers amidst his turmoils, he seems to keep sinking. I have no IMDb results. I don't even think Patrick got to...
No, I'm not doing any research.
IMDb is 7.0.
That's disgusting.
7.0. And I was getting
I like this movie.
Pre-podcast
You like this movie?
Texts to the group, Patrick, which you're not supposed to do. Save it for the cast.
You don't even know how bad I...
You were restraining?
You don't even know.
You were restraining yourself?
I couldn't make it to today.
Let's roll the trailer, and we'll talk about it. I'm excited to hear what Papa Steve's got to say about this whole thing.
Rated R.
Focus features.
Please, I need
Working
help.
title.
So, what's that actor's name? Joel and Ethan Coen, by the way.
Honey, I think it's time that we start talking about
He's from Boardwalk Empire, and he's awesome.
We're gonna be fine.
Professional, you name it.
Larry, we've received a number of letters denigrating you and urging us not to grant you tenure.
I need help.
We're gonna be fine.
I've tried to be a serious man.
We're gonna be fine.
Tried to do right, be a member of the community.
We're gonna be fine.
Please, just tell him I need help. Please.
We're gonna be fine.
I need help.
We're gonna be fine.
So she's opening the door to see if he can meet with the rabbi.
Rabbi's doing nothing.
Just sitting at his desk.
The rabbi is busy.
He didn't look busy.
He's thinking.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need
Yeah, Raising Arizona, Fargo, Big Lebowski, Old Brother Where Art Thou, No Country for Old Men, and Burn After Reading. Also, so he keeps getting hit against the wall by his doctor. So, True Grit. What else do the Coens brothers? I mean, a dynamite repertoire.
Oh, absolutely.
And then this one, Papa Steve.
Who did The Matrix?
The
Jakowski brothers
group.
I thought
siblings.
I thought it was brothers. I was like,
not anymore. They used to be brothers. Now they're sisters.
Well, brother and sister.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they both.
Well, in The Matrix, you can be whatever you want.
That's true.
They identify as
real
sisters.
quick. I'm going to blow it all right now. Do you like this one?
No.
Pat, do you like this one? Dad, do you like this one?
I liked it.
All right, now.
Dale, would you like this one?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Let's all speak, and then let's
At
all
once.
fight Papa Steve, and maybe we'll let bygones be bygones for Lord of the Rings. So, everybody bash Papa Steve.
How you trying to tell?
I'm going 3 podcasts in the past. So, Adam, you didn't like this one. Have you seen it before?
No.
Not a rewatch for you then?
No.
Okay. What did... can you give me... Actually, Papa Steve, you really like this one. Can you give me like a quick... Give me an elevator speech for the Serious Man.
It was a guy, a Jewish man. This play takes place in the 60s, and he just runs into problem after problem after problem. He's trying to work through them. He's trying to be a good guy, but it just seems like
everything's coming
just
up.
One thing after another. It just piles on and piles on.
Okay. That seems enjoyable to me. Why do you like this one? Let's start with you. Why did you really like this one?
Well, first of all, I don't know if I really liked it.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
I mean, you would watch this before you'd watch Taken episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
It was, first of all, I liked the period scenes. It was in the 60s.
Everything was.
I thought it was spot on. See, I grew up in the 60s.
Mm.
So the cars, the carpet, the stuff on the walls,
the cookie cutter houses, I noticed
everything was spot on. In fact, I'm even going to go so far as to say I think, and the way it was shot, it was almost Tarantino-ish.
Yes,
the different shots.
Well, the Coen brothers they do a very similar style to that. You feel a lot through.
I almost got
visual.
a couple of Wes Anderson shots in there too.
Same thing.
Was,
Yeah, but anyway, go on. So,
It was and you could just feel the frustration building. I'm not Jewish, but looking at this, I'll bet if somebody grew up in a Jewish household,
right,
they would have appreciated the family dynamics, the church, the interaction with the relatives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was all very authentic. I love the characters. Each one of the characters was very unique. I could really feel it. I could identify with it. It was dark and funny at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
Which was an odd sensation.
Sure.
And it was interesting because with the Jewish part of it, it very much is like the life of Job.
I see.
He's a good guy. He's doing everything right. He thinks he's doing everything right. And then just his world is just falling apart one after another and one after another. And he finally just says, what's going on? What do you want from me?
Right.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Okay. Patrick, you did not like this one.
No, I hated this movie.
What is your big complaint?
It was just this man keeps getting kicked and kicked and kicked and never did anything about it the whole time.
Sure.
So I couldn't get behind the main character. I just kept feeling more and more angry every time something would pop up.
Right.
He would just be like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll go see the rabbi, and the rabbi will tell me what to do." I'm like, "No, here's what you do. You don't need a rabbi to tell you don't let your wife cheat on you. You don't need stuff like that from a rabbi."
Right.
So
I could tell that would be frustrating. Yeah, I was the whole time. You could almost point out the things he could have done, but he was just kind of going through it.
But isn't that part of the movie is to feel the frustration?
Oh, plenty of frustration was felt.
If you felt frustrated,
they
did their job.
Right. They did what they set out to do. Now, that's something too. Now, did I not like this movie because I didn't like the story of the characters? because I have a problem with that, and I don't know if it's you or if it's Adam that I talk to about. You're able to like watch a movie from the outside, and you're able to just, well, yeah, I don't care if it was about is Babe 1 or 2. Like it's just a movie about a pig. Like I go like, why didn't the pig do this? Like I'm in the movie frustrated. You can watch it. I think I was talking to you. Maybe I'm crazy, but you watch it. Yep. Hey man, it's just a pig trying to get through the stalls, man. Like.
I don't think we ever talked about pigs, but
no,
yeah,
I'm just using that as an example. I can't think of the exact movie, but what you're. That's the Coen brothers trying to get in touch with us
again.
Yeah, jeez. But so now you watch it as a whole movie. You're similar to what Adam said. You watch it as a whole movie. You see the frustration going. Yeah, that's exactly what they set out to do. Man, this is frustrating. You're doing a fantastic job of making this guy frustrated. I watched the movie going like, man, I want this character to solve his problems, and I'm frustrated, and I don't like that. I don't know. That's what I felt.
Well, and I think part of it too was, maybe in that culture, maybe in that faith, you don't lash out. You are patient. You try to work through it.
That's true.
And he's trying to do his best to be the man he thinks he has to be. And if I'm doing everything right, then all these good things should happen, but they're not. And maybe if I'm a little bit more patient, maybe if I try a little bit harder, maybe then it'll get, and it doesn't. And it's like, you could just feel this guy's just turmoil until you can kind of see it bubbling up.
Sure. Oh yeah. Adam, what did you think about this one? You weren't a fan.
No.
Why is as someone who sees a movie as a big picture, what put it down for you?
Oh man, I just didn't care. I didn't care at all.
Didn't care characters.
Didn't care. Like
story.
You're frustrated. You're feeling the frustration. You're upset that he's not doing more, and you're all frustrated. I'm just sitting there like, this movie's about nothing. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing interesting that happens. There's nothing to cling on. There's no cool moments. There's nothing memorable. There's no good moments I can remember and think, oh, that was cool. Even the most interesting parts when the rabbi's talking about the teeth, where the guy's got the Torah or the letters in the back of his teeth,
like drilled into the back of his bottom teeth.
Yeah, so he's telling this whole story, and you're like, yeah, and
yeah.
And what?
He's like, oh no, that's it.
I'm like, all right, you just summed up the whole movie. Thanks.
Yeah,
that was what that was.
But I think that was the point. It was all these little things that are just piling on, and his reaction was the same as yours. Well, what do I do? How do I fix this? But no, it doesn't resolve. It just keeps going and keeps going.
Right.
Well, that's not a movie. That's just a bunch of shorts slammed together, and then you go, here's an ending, which also didn't make sense.
How did you like the ending?
It was the dumbest ending I've seen since Tank 432. And it was just so stupid.
Was it as dumb as
Society of Five?
Every excuse to use that. But
I was going to say something about hobbits, but
no, I'm trying to remember the ending. I watched this one a couple days ago. I'm trying to, and I don't want you guys to.
Can't blow it.
They're walking out of school.
And it's very symbolic. It fits with the movie.
Oh,
there was a symbolic to it?
Yes.
Symbolism.
There's a symbolism?
What's the symbology there?
I don't get it.
We'll talk about it.
It totally missed me.
You got to remind it.
When I got your face down on the concrete outside, I'll explain it to you.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I can explain it to you. I can't understand it for you.
Be a patient man, Patrick. Be very patient.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Where is Bertrand?
I'm kind of
Bertrand?
Bertrand and Gertrude. They're off eloping.
Yeah.
So, I'm not on anybody's ship here. Because I was waiting. This had a Tank 432-ishness to it. Because here's why. Okay, it looks dynamite. The arrow is perfect. I like the actors. Again, that lead actor was in Boardwalk Empire, a show which I adore, not on Netflix, although it should be, what was it, Showtime or something? Or it was on something else. But anyway, good show. So he was a great actor in that. Okay, Coen Brothers. Great repertoire. Let's go. I'm in it. Stuff starts happening. Man, he's really experiencing some struggles. all right, man, you're really getting, wow, another struggle. Oh, wow, man, here we go. Like the teeth thing. He goes and sees a rabbi. The rabbi goes, hey, I talked to a dentist. He was looking for a sign, opened up a guy's mouth, and there was words written on his teeth. Oh my gosh. I'm going, oh man, like a cool, like resolution, like crazy. Is this a resolution? And even as we just mentioned, yeah, they go through the thing and he goes, well, what did the dentist do? Oh, well, nothing. He just got over it. And you're like, no, like you've built up, you got problems with your wife, you got problems with the neighbor, you got problems with the kids, you got problem with work, you got problems with this. And there's no resolution. There's nothing. So
the ending is the resolution.
Yes, finally we could turn it off. So I just felt Tank 32-y. Hey, we got weird stuff. Hey, we got cool guns. Hey, we got a tank driving through this old field. All right, come on. Let's pay off. Give me the payoff. I didn't get it. I didn't feel it. Maybe I'm just a sloppy, lazy movie watcher not to feel this. But it did.
You know what? As soon as I go home, I'm going to watch it again.
You little. You dog.
Oy vey.
I'm going to get a t-shirt.
Oy vey, he says.
I think that's a big part, too. Like, it's a Jewish family.
The whole culture, the whole thing is.
It's like very explorative of Jewish culture. So I think, none of us are Jewish.
I'll bet to a Jewish audience.
I bet it kills.
It has an extra layer of awesomeness.
Right.
Because they go, dude, that's me. That is me in school. That is me at the synagogue. I totally have that aunt or whatever. I totally can connect with this character.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a market, but you see it as a whole and can appreciate the frustration and give that a plus mark. I see the frustration and go, yeah, I'm sweaty afterwards, just being.
It kind of reminded me of my life, actually.
Just constant,
constant frustration.
Yeah, but you resolve.
No resolution.
Things. No, you resolve.
No, you
things.
just take it up the.
the hobbit hole.
I'm just trying
to
think
of the hobbit hole.
I'm trying to think of a Jewish, like you take it up the kahish or something.
And let's talk about can we talk about the beginning for 2 seconds?
The very beginning.
The very beginning. They're in like old Russia.
That was a little weird.
And then nothing to do with the movie.
Well,
or is that the rabbi?
I don't know if it is the rabbi. So in the beginning of the movie,
I think you can blow it. Go ahead, because it has nothing to do with the rest.
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie, there's a couple in Russia.
What year? What 18?
Maybe
like late 18.
Well, it's Russia, so it might be like 1994.
Right. We don't know.
Right. Yesterday.
So like they're living in a little Russian village. And like how's it going? Oh, I met this guy that knew you, Dmitri or whatever. And she's like, Dmitri's been dead for 3 years. Yeah. And then he's like, no, I saw him. She's like, he's a dibuk. A demon.
Yeah.
Zombie.
And then the
zombie
apocalypse. And then the guy comes in the house and
knocks on the door.
It's a dibuk. No, you're alive. No, he's dead. No, stop being crazy woman. Then she stabs him with an ice pick.
Right in the heart.
And then he starts bleeding and then he just walks out.
He's like, it's time for me to go.
And then, now we cut to the
present
day, and that's never explained.
Right. Never go back to it. Never reference it.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very weird indeed.
Was it the curse of the Dybbuk? That was never explained.
That's sort of what I came away with. This was like his ancestor.
He's
and the bad luck that they encountered because of that.
They extracted.
That is on him now.
Yeah,
that's the way I kind of.
I can see that. And you just have to draw.
Here's the bad luck that's followed you because Knucklehead let numbnuts in the door.
Yeah, stabbed.
Isn't that what you call them, a numbnuts?
I don't know if that's exact translation.
I think it's Russian.
I know it's cold out there. That's probably our numb.
It's a lot of weird characters with like lines and dots.
Sure.
Backwards R.
Mm-hmm.
Take a regular standard R. Turn it around. Russian R.
Russian R. But anyway, all right. Well, is there anything else to add? I mean, Papa Steve, anything in your defense? You're doing your last. You're in court. You're giving your last testimony here, trying to sell it to to your jury.
It might have been a generational thing.
I'm
a little bit older. I kind of grew up in that era. I've got a little bit more life experiences, with some frustrations and how you deal with it and still try to maintain status quo.
I gotcha.
A Jewish person your age is the ideal audience.
Boom.
I mean,
so there's like 7 or 8 probably.
And as the defendant's rebuttal, I will say this as a movie, like the things that were the visuals, the storyline and stuff. If I were to get a different payoff, his frustrations would have been verified. I just ended the movie going, I just watched a frustrated guy for I don't even know the minutes because Patrick couldn't even look that.
Nope, not gonna happen. This movie sucks.
But anyway,
it gets no notes.
So that's that. All right. Anything else to add? Anybody else? Anybody going once?
I'm good.
Sold. Adam, give me pros cons for this one.
Pros. There's some nice visuals. The area was nice.
And cons.
That's about it, man. And then the cons is just it's not funny. There's not like a unique thing that happens. There's not a memorable moment. There's not a memorable character. There's nothing that really hooks you in. It's just kind of just going.
Yeah.
So
off the rails, perhaps. Patrick, give me pros cons.
There's a sweet scene where he's on the roof. I think that was a good scene.
Oh,
yeah.
But
see that in the trailer for a second, I think.
Yeah, other than that, no. It missed like every one of my pillars, so this movie was garbage.
The rest of it is just a big con.
Yeah, the con is that it didn't hit any pillars, which is really hard because there's like 2,000 pillars at this point.
Just over. Papa Steve, give me pros cons.
I like the way it was shot. I like the Tarantino-ish kind of shots. I like the era shots. I thought all the characters were great in the characters that they were in. Con side, I think I would have liked a little bit more resolution, but that is sort of goes along with the rest of the movie.
Right.
So
I gotcha.
But just as a human that likes to see resolution, I can't say any more than that. I would have liked a little bit cleaner ending.
Sure. I got my pros as visual. I mean, I'm going to steal from everybody here. Visually looks great. Yes, and as you're saying, with a Tarantino-y look, very much like that. I mean, if you want to make sure they know it's an awkward scene, skew the camera. If you want to make sure somebody has dominance, throw it above their head. Make it crazy, make it weird.
You can hear the chalk on the chalkboard. You can see the dust coming down.
Right.
And you hear the old lady's footsteps.
It's very Coen Brothers because you can, like Big Lebowski is a lot visually resembles this one a lot, color-wise and strangeness-wise, whatever. So that's cool, good to watch. But cons is, man, I hate to see a guy beat up like that. This is my personal con. I want him. I'm like Patrick. I want to shake this guy and be like, "Here's what you need to do." Like, quit.
Stop going to the rabbi. You don't need the rabbi as much as you think.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Quit being patient. Just go fix it yourself. Maybe that's just me. But either way, rewatch, recommend, Adam.
Nope.
Rewatch, recommend, Patrick.
No, this movie's like watching somebody kick a wall and waiting for either somebody's foot or the wall to break, so they'll just stop.
That's really good.
I'd watch that.
It's a YouTube video, actually, I think. Papa Steve, give me rewatch, recommend.
I'm going to go with yes and yes.
You're going to rewatch and you're going to recommend?
I think I'm going to watch it tonight.
Stop saying
You're a crazy man.
Stop saying
I will do a no and no.
Shocker.
So don't invite me to come watch Papa Steve.
Okay, that's fine. Good. I don't want you there anyway.
How about this? Give me a drink review if you could.
A nice, sweet, red kosher wine.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Patrick.
No, I'm not giving it a drink. It sucks. It
No
doesn't
drink.
deserve a drink.
Adam, drink review.
I gave this a glass of sparkling water. Like a Perrier.
Pale.
If you go to a nice place and they're like, "You want some Perrier?"
Like a lemon in it or anything?
No, it's just a glass of Perrier, and I hate Perrier. I won't touch it. I won't drink it.
Yeah.
But they say like, "Here you go." It's oh yeah, people like this. It's very nice. It's very nice, exquisite taste.
Right.
I'm like, Okay, I'll take a glass, but it's just gonna sit there and take up space. I'm not gonna touch it. Maybe I'll take a sip to make it look like I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not thirsty.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
I'm too prestigious.
I'm too prestigious.
Even my voice changes.
Bubbles in the water.
My nose,
revolutionary.
Society to fly.
My nose involuntarily rises when I say no, thank you.
I'm on the same lines, Adam, although not as exquisite as you put it. This is a Coors Banquet. I'm doing a dual. This podcast is sponsored by Coors. This is Coors Banquet. I'm going, hey, Coors, solid beer. No. This is a Cohen's brother. This is a Coors Banquet, man. What? I've never had a Coors Banquet. I can't wait. Here we go. Start a serious man. Start drinking this beer. No, it's just a Coors. It's just another Coors. It's just not good. It's just not good.
But I put banquet at the end of it. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be good. That's what they say. But it's not. Oh, is that all we have to do? I feel like
that's it.
I feel tired and worn out
and thin.
I feel thin.
Thin.
We got to do movie of the week, gentlemen. Papa Steve, movie of the week.
I'm gonna have to go with A Serious Man.
Okay.
It's only because you didn't watch all of The Gift. If you would have watched it, you would have said The Gift is great.
If I watched The Gift, I would have kept the receipt and returned it.
Ooh,
gift
topical.
Receipt burn slam. Patrick, give me your movie of the week.
The Gift.
The Gift. Add a movie of the week.
The Gift.
I will echo The Gift, even though I didn't watch it, and it's very forgettable because I already watched it before, but forgot. So
how can you? Because A Serious Man
what am I
sucks.
gonna watch? What am I gonna watch? This A Serious Man? No. What am I gonna watch?
If you forgot the ending, it can't be a good movie.
Exactly.
Or it could be great.
But I gotta choose one for the week.
Okay.
There are rules, Papa Steve.
You forgot the ending of A Serious Man too.
Moving along.
I fade out. Listen, people, let's talk about something. Let's get real serious, real deep right now. 1890studios.com. That's what I'm talking about. It's our website. We got all our stuff on there. We got emails. We got polls. We got everything going on up there. But really what matters to us is iTunes. Subscribe, people. You're already listening now, right?
You know you like it.
Take 1 second. You're driving at a stoplight.
Click the button.
Get out, pull over, throw the hazards on. Give us 5 stars. Write a little review. Say, Patrick's really skinny. Send. Adam's kind of funny looking. Send. Papa Steve is a little stranger than most. Send. Dale's great. Send.
I just want to be guest of the year.
Vote for Papa Steve. So anyway, hop on iTunes.
Is that survey open?
It's got to be.
Not yet.
Dang it. Facebook. People, we're on Facebook. Adam's running that show, doing a great job per usual. I'm on. We are all on the NetX, but I kind of run that show. I've been spamming people. So if you're here because of the spam I sent you on Twitter, welcome.
Don't report it.
Good to have
Thank
you. Yeah, we appreciate that. I'm not just copy and pasting. I am reading your tweets. So we just want to say thank you so much for listening. And Papa Steve, it's been a blast having you on the podcast, man.
Man, I'm just honored that you guys invite me back.
As you should be.
That might be
that might be the last one.
Patrick, thanks for being on the podcast, man.
You got it.
Adam, always a pleasure sitting across, as usual.
Yeah, man. As usual, as always. Great to be here. Great job. Thanks for letting me do the intro. That was fun.
Great. And you know what? Why don't you take us out, man?
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Why don't you take us out? Why don't you close the cast?
All right. Well, that's it from us at the Netflix Explorers. We just want to say so long and adios. Y'alls.
Arrivederci.
Peace.
Nice work.
Hey, man. I learned from the best.
Now go on.